That was a good win for us today, especially when we caused a lot of turnovers today, which I think was huge for us for our success in coming in at Duke and compete, which is a hard place to play. If you over the years for the University of Miami and other schools, it's always been a tough place to play, and our guys really responded today. Improvements that we've seen. Our kickoff team did a good job today. We thought that our offense finally, since our family game, scored over 7 points in the second half, which I thought is always improving that you can score, do something to improve on. So we still got a long ways to go, still got a lot of things to get done. I think in the second half it was sloppy on defense, having too many offsides by the defensive linemen. But we caused turnovers, which was a positive and something that you have. Another 100-yard rushing game by Damon Berry. Got to steady and improve and get better as we keep going in this coastal division. Trying to reach our goal at the end of the day. We had 2 young men that got sick yesterday on Friday before we came up. Unfortunately, Colin and Jermaine wouldn't be able to make it. And things happen. Day before game. Like I said, I can't ever tell you guys who's gonna play and who's not. So when things like that come up, unfortunately it happens.
Like the flu kind of thing.
I'm on the weather right now, so I can't tell you what it is going on.
How would you assess Kane's play today?
Say it again?
How would you assess Kelvin Kane's play today?
I wouldn't know until I watched the film, but I thought he did a good job. He made some tackles in open field. He was around the football. He made some checks and did some things. Coverage, here and there, I can see it on the sideline. He wasn't sharp, but I'm really excited to hit the way he played because they give us depth at linebacker for a young kid to come out in the game, first opportunity to play and play almost 85% of the game, which was really huge for us and him.
Connor's interception, the play of the game, that's probably it, right?
Yeah, probably play the game, another turnover. We got for a touchdown, and I thought that was really huge. We came out with a zone blitz. He dropped back, got in the passing lane, got pressure, and one of those things that happens, and he got to the end zone. That was great to see us score on defense, because we haven't scored on defense in a while, and I thought that was really big for us.
Do you think the team came out at all flat, maybe a little bit of hungover from the FSU game?
A little bit, but George, it's tough here. I mean, if you go back, I remember maybe 2 years ago, Virginia Tech played here, and it was a struggle to about the last 2 minutes of the game. When I was a coordinator, it came down to the last play of the game. And this is a tough environment to place for some reason. I don't know if it's the walk, I don't know if the atmosphere, but Duke has always been a tough place if you go back and look at it. So we warned our guys, and some of these guys have been on the team. We came up for the last time when we was down at halftime against Duke the last time we was here. So I thought that was really, really improvement for us to go in at halftime and come back and respond to certain things.
Looked like a lot of return players on both teams had trouble with the ball. Were they having trouble with things?
It was the sun, because you got the way it's built in the stadium. If you kick to the open end, you got the win. If you kick to the close end, you don't have them. That's why you see balls are kicked short and guys have to run up and misjudge the balls. But then also, in the closed end, you get in the sun and it's short kick. So it's kind of a difficult stadium to play in. It depends on where you are on the football field.
Juan Telemark, he had 2 picks today. He said
He had 3 in the last 2 games, which is really good. He's showing glimpses of him being the guy that we wanted him to be. And the more he can keep improving and work on his tackling, him and Ray and Joe Nicholas, and making big plays like that and the interceptions, creating turnovers would be big for us for the long run.
Was the intensity what you wanted it to be today?
Yeah, I saw a lot of enthusiasm. Guys made some plays, a lot of running around. So that's all you want from a team. You want to play with a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of emotion, make big plays. Some big hits was in the game you watched Damon Hankerson on the sideline, made a run, went up the field and ran the defensive back over. That big hit I really think got the offense going. Anytime you get big hits like that, or when Damon Berry came on our sideline and it was bang, bang, like getting hit, bouncing out, bouncing off. Next thing you know, he done gained 10 yards by bouncing off 5 people. That shows a lot of emotion for everybody on the team.
Corey, you seem like up and down a bit.
Up and down, I don't know. Guys dropped passes. He did it. He did what he had to do, made some plays for us, made some big throws for us. I'll tell you the guy who was really big today was Asante Cleveland. He improved and showed us what he can do in a game like this and came with some big catches. And I think that's the guy that, if you want to talk about a young man who's come in, did a great job of learning and didn't get, upset, didn't get disgruntled, and came in when he had his opportunity today. He went in and stepped in and made some plays, did a great job blocking from what I've seen on the sideline. So you got to expect to see Asante a lot more in the passing game and also in the run game because he did a phenomenal job today out there. he's a guy that if you want to talk about a guy that you want to write a story about, he's a guy. You know, his dad played at the Dallas Cowboys. Mr. Cleveland played back there with Harvey Martin and them, and from Sacramento. He's one of them guys that, you know, nobody knew about between us and Washington State, and was fortunate to have him be, you know, come to University of Miami.
Talk about the penalties and you said things got
Offsides.
sloppy.
Got
in the
sloppy.
second half.
Too many offsides coming back in this month. Lining up offsides, you know, that's mental. I mean, just get your hands behind the line or back your helmet up. Those things, you know, 1st and 5, you make a big play or you're off the field. On 3rd down, now it's 3rd and 5. You know, you can't give people that second chances and second chances and opportunities. And you can't do those things. And we'll fix those things and get back on top of it.
The onside, were you guys not expecting that? Was it
50-50 because we thought they was going to shift, and all what they did was, you know, Middleton, he's a special team. He jumped and got over to get the overload, and because you know either way it go, you weren't going to be able to see where the onside was going. And we started to go onside. If we line them up, we don't know which side they're going on. Like 5-5 alignment. Usually you know it, and I was going to call a timeout if they went to the overload shift, but they didn't. So they got one of us.
On the secondary turnovers, are those because of pressure?
I think they play hand in hand. When you look at, if you look at our stats for the season, if we getting turnovers, then because we're getting sacks. If we getting sacks, we getting some type of turnover, maybe quarterback hits, interception. Because like anything, if the quarterback's coming off his back foot, bad things happen, and that's what you want. And those guys really, I thought, pressured the quarterback, got some hits on the quarterback, got some sacks on him, and that gave us an opportunity to get interceptions.
Two fumbles on drop, and they drop, quarterbacks drop shotgun snaps. Something that, as a defense, you're keyed on watching the quarterback and presuming that he's going to catch it. Is there any sort of adjustment?
No,
is that just good fortune or what?
It's just you just go, you key the ball, get off on the football, and then you just get, you know, as you're getting off your pass rush, you just try to find the football.
Talk about Jabor's touchdown run.
Oh, that's the second one. You know, everybody was covered. I think that would he made a great decision. Nobody was open. He handled it. He got out of the pocket. He handled it. See everybody was dead. He, you know, took advantage of that situation. I think he did a lot of things like that. I think he threw the ball out of bounds a couple of times. Didn't try to force much. Got an open field. One time hit Pat Hill for a big run in the game, which I thought was a big pass, which was huge in the game. And I think if Corey take what he did in the game today, you know, make some throws, but also not taking sacks, getting outside the pocket, just throwing out of bounds was really big and step to show him improvement on what he needs to get done.
Just to be clear, if Colin was healthy, he would have started today.
I'm done. I'm off the hot seat.
Let me ask you about the running game, your running game.
Go ahead.
Barry seems to be.
Well, I thought that, you know, we had some spurts in there when Cooper came in, and then also when Mike James came in. But, you know, Barry was the workload today. And when James came in late in the game, he really got some yards. And I think Cooper was a spark today. When you see him come in, I think it was a change in pace for him and for us as an offense. You see him going and make some runs and make some cuts and stuff like that, which I think was really exciting for us.
Do you guys have a number in mind, like how many running plays
No.
or percentage that you?
No, not at all. It depends on how the game is flowing, to be honest with you. If the game's flowing right, you know, you really want to get a guy maybe, you know, 18 touches some way, form, or fashion. And if you get those 18 touches, then, you know, you're doing okay.
You had only 6 pass plays of 25 or more yards before today, and I think you had 3 today, including that one off the goal line. Did you anticipate that you could get single coverage and hit the deep ball?
Well, they showed some things in film where they blitzed a lot, that you had some opportunities to go man on man, but then also they played backed off. They was backed off. You know, wasn't going to give up the big play. And fortunately, we got Travis one-on-one in a rotation coverage that they had, and we made a big play out of it. And I think that's something that you keep working on and try to find. But, you know, sometimes it's hard, and you know, we work at it hard.
Ran at the beginning of the game,
The sun. Tomorrow.
oh, that was the very.
Sun. That's the sun guy. He couldn't see it, and he put his head down. He's trying to pop on this short-handed, and he should have tucked the ball in when he did.
Anything else?
All right. Thank you.